broke up the first time seeing
Technology Highland. Today I'm going to be doing a review over the Samsung Galaxy Note 2 on Verizon Wireless. Okay, that's backwards, but still. It's Verizon, trust me. Anyway, let's get started. I've contacted the PR from Samsung and HTC. We're working out getting reviews started with little deals started with them. I'm kind of excited. I'm waiting to hear back from both right now. I contacted them yesterday. Oh yeah, by the way, sorry about the quality of this video. My camera decides it wants to die on me, and my big desktop computer decided it wanted to die as well, so everything kind of is being run through not poor quality devices, an Apple Mac Mini and a Samsung Galaxy Nexus. But that's beside the point. Let's get started with the review. Okay, so let's get started with the build quality. Actually, I think I want to start with the build quality. As you can see, this device is just like every other Samsung Galaxy device. Plastic. There's my little beautiful little Droid Charge. He still works. This is wonderful. Oh, it seems that I have a kick message of some sort. 3 unread conversations. Okay, that's not important. Anyway, yeah, this is a plastic device. I recommend getting something like the Samsung flip cover that you can buy for like $30 at Verizon. Maybe it's cheaper. I don't know. When I bought it, it was like $30. I recommend the OtterBoxes, or you could just get one of these Bodyguards carbon fiber cases. This works pretty well. I still have the sides on. I kind of took the back cover off, but the side's still there. I like the kind of plasticky feel, but it makes it easy to grip. Don't doubt that. It does make it a lot easier to grip. Okay. The screen has Corning Gorilla Glass with the oleophobic layer. It is a Pentile display, being Samsung's Super AMOLED. Like, if you'll hold it into a light, you'll see a lot of blue tint to it. I don't know if I can get it to show the blue. Yeah, there's the blue tint. And that's all white light hitting it, the display, and as you can see, it's blue. So, meaning it is a Pentile display. Let's see if I can show you on this one. Yeah, there it is on the Droid Charge as well. Let's see if I can get it to focus so I can show you the little Pentile to this. Oh, don't you go to sleep on me. I am going to hurt this phone. Anyway, this oleophobic layer holds fingerprints very well. I took off a little rubber ice cream protector and okay, there. You can kind of see the choppiness around the circles, the edges, and it decides it's going to go to sleep. Let's see. Come on, little guy, focus. Okay, my Note, or my Nexus doesn't want to really focus, but yeah, you can see kind of the choppiness around the circles, that kind of stuff. And the Pentile display is a wonderful display, but you might get a burn-in effect. Let's see. I don't think I have one, but I'm testing with an LCD screen tester. Yeah, there's not really a burn-in. You would see a kind of a shadowy thing right up here. Yeah, maybe it's starting to do a little burn-in. Oh, hey, it is. Just barely, but it is. And that will happen with the Super AMOLEDs. The LCD panels, actually, I think the Nexus 7 may have an LCD. I'm not 100% positive. I know every Samsung device is Pentile, just because they use their own Super AMOLED technology. No, the Nexus 7 is an LCD screen. So let me show you the difference in these two. Okay. Let me just go to some No, let me go to an app that they both have on them. I know this isn't a review over the Nexus 7. I'm just going to show you all a little comparison. Actually, let's go to Netflix. Because I know they both have Netflix. Or do they? They don't. But they both have Google Play, so that's full of colorness. Okay, anyway. You can see, well, that one's not going to... Oh, dang it, right as I close that out, it wants to load. Okay, so as you can see, the red on the Samsung, really red. Over here you can see a lot more detail just because of that LCD panel instead. Song Pop, the blue is oversaturated, I feel. I mean, you may not feel that same way, but there's the Nexus 7, the Note. Okay, now, let me see, what else was it? It's entirely made of plastic, just saying. Has the physical home button. Oh, come on. And if you're unlucky enough to get the Verizon Wireless Edition, you're going to get this big Verizon on the big button. Only Verizon would think to put that there. Oh, I have a string. Poor little guy, you have a string stuck in your camera. Anyway, and even on the back of this, the original, yeah, you can kind of see it through the red. It says Verizon 4G LTE. Only Verizon says, hey, we have this ginormous phone. Let's use it for our advantage. Now let's move on to the battery. Okay, so this is the Gigantorous battery that I'll show you kind of how it looks on the Nexus 7. Yeah, that's lined up with the display. Okay, let me show you what it looks like compared to the Droid Charge. It's most of the screen. This thing does have a 3100 milliamp hour battery. There it is. Whereas my Nexus with the extended battery has a 2100 milliamp. I don't know why they didn't put this like they did on the S4 into this battery, but the S4 and Nexus both have an NFC chip built into the battery. Instead, Samsung decides those little connectors right there will be the NFC connectors, and we'll put the NFC piece in the battery cover. Okay, it's on this one as well, yeah. This phone has the micro SIM slot right here, and the micro SD card slot. It's little speaker thingamabobber. Oh, I didn't want to take a picture. Come on, focus on me, little guy. That's really fuzzy. There's the little speaker. Hey, look, you can see the Nexus in the background. And the battery is just massive for this device. That's the entire back of the phone. Oh, there's my little Bose speaker. Okay, but we're not here to do a review over the Bose speaker. That'll come later. Let's see. Let me get that put back on there. Now, I want to do a startup test. Two different age Galaxy devices. The Droid Charge being a Galaxy S phone, while this one being more along the lines of the S3. That's just kind of how I compare phones. Like, even if the Samsungs aren't necessarily Galaxy S devices, I will say what device I would compare them to in Samsung's lineup, just by their age and all that. I just had to put a piece of paper. You couldn't really see the Droid Charge just because of its blackness. Pretty much, this one would be an original Galaxy S device just by the time period it was released, and this one would be the Galaxy S3, while the Nexus would be the S2. This phone has every feature that the S3 has, nothing really different, except this one little thing right here, this little S Pen, which I'm going to pull that out. I don't know if it doesn't seem to work with the Nexus tablets, nor does it work with the Nexus Galaxy Nexus, even though it's still a Galaxy device. Okay, so first let's get them both started up. Let me pause the video to do this. So I have them both starting up. You can see the little Samsung logo. It's really bright. And then, looks like this one's already got past the Samsung logo, and now it's into the boot logo. This one's going into the Droid, and that one's going into Verizon. Bootloader. Boot animation, really. And of course, the quad-core Note beat the single-core Charge. But you can see the Droid Charge is doing fairly well for its age. They both have 8-megapixel cameras. I'm just going to kind of get rid of this because we're not really doing the review over it, and if it's there, I'm going to end up talking about it. You can see I have the white one, so the button, the little lights disappear. Like, you can't see them. The black, or titanium gray, you would see the little outline for it. I do not recommend Google Chrome. I mean, it's tempting for some of y'all, but don't get it. It's not that great. I mean, you can get Light Flow, which is right there, and it lets you change the colors of the little LED light up here. Let me show you direct. Dun dun dun. Yes. Light flow, it's loading. Tools. All enabled LED tests. This phone does have to be off for the LED to flash. You can see there's the blue. There's the orange. Oh, hey look, you can see the little IR sensor. This is like the gestures. Like that. It's also the proximity sensor. What they did, they take that IR blaster right there. It hits something and bounces into the sensor. That's why it'll do that. Okay. Let's move on to features on this device. While it does feature the LEDs and all that, I'm talking more along software. This phone has Bluetooth, GPS, vibrate. I wish this phone would focus. Thank you. I have a voicemail apparently. Okay. Vibrate, mobile data, screen rotation, airplane mode. And then we get into the awesome things, such as power saving, and it limits CPU type stuff. I'll show you that in a minute. Driving mode, where it doesn't really block anything. It just reads out the text and the name of the person calling you out loud, which can be good and can be bad, depending on what you want it for. Multi-window, which is now on the S3 and S4. And All Share Cast, which I can't really show you right now because I don't have any other Samsung devices that support All Share Cast. But let me go in and show you this power saving mode. Right now, I get an average of around 11 to 12 hours of battery on my usage. That's around auto brightness. Let's see. This is 11 hours, but I haven't really used it today. I wish it would load. Okay. You can see screen uses 20%, 17% for media server. Android uses quite a bit at 11%. Music player's at 9. Android system 6. Oh, and then I want to show you this. This phone runs Nintendo 64 emulator. Oh my gosh, like perfect. Don't judge my driving on Mario Kart. There it is. Just because I just want you to see what it looks like. I'm gonna have a real hard issue doing this, but oh well, that's why I said not to judge my driving. Let's see, I can't get, it's just kind of, but what I'm meaning is it just doesn't, oh crap, it's not a tilt. I can't show you. Let me just show you with websites. Games don't skip frames. I mean, oh, I have Subway Surfer. I can show you with that. Sorry. It's choppy on Impossible Game, but that's about it. This game, it runs perfect. I mean, I don't have a screen protector on. I would get one. Because even though Corning Gorilla Glass is shatter resistant, it's not scratch resistant. I mean, it's stronger than just regular, but it's not scratch proof. Whatever you would want to call it. Sand will scratch this very easily. I'm not going to show you, but yeah. So far I hope you enjoyed the video, but yeah, but as you can see, it doesn't skip frames at all. I am still yeah, it really doesn't skip frames. Let me show you that power saving now. I'm just kind of skipping around. Power saving mode. There you can see it, it's underneath, it's above battery. What it does, you can enable CPU saving, power saving, screen power saving, background color, and haptic feedback. All those will help. I'm sorry, I'm really kind of tired tonight. But it helps just save the battery. I'm getting about 12 hours, I mean, and that's medium usage. That's, my medium usage is going to be different than yours. S Note's pretty cool. Let me kind of pull this S Pen out. Okay, now that I have the S Pen out, let me just kind of show you what S Pen is. I mean, if you like this phone, go into your local T-Mobile, AT&T, Sprint, Verizon store. Play with it. It's pretty neat. No! Not what I meant to do. Yeah, you have the type. This is how I designed my original logo, was with the S Note. And I mean, this is supposed to be my actual phone, but I decided that the Nexus is way more fun to play with. Yes, I don't care. Then you can add these neat little cover things to it. I mean, these were my logos at one point. One of my friends, they just kind of... Yeah, there. See, that's a neat cover. There's one, too. I do want y'all to check out my website. It's techhighland.zzl.org. I mean, I don't have the money to purchase a website right now. I mean, it's gonna cost me quite a bit of money just to get it. I can set it up myself, but still. Messaging, phone calls, all that's pretty good. Here's a speaker test. I don't know how this is gonna show up or sound.
It feels like a perfect night to dress up like hipsters and make fun of our exes. It feels like a perfect...
Here. Yeah, and so that was 22 by Taylor Swift, actually. And I mean, the speaker sounds really good. I mean, it's not really that great, but it's not bad for a phone speaker. I'll let you hear full volume on my Nexus 7, just to show you kind of what it compares with. This thing, oh my gosh, it's horrible. I'm gonna play the same song. I don't want to give the Note an unfair advantage, because I know someone would come along and say that. And I mean, I'm not giving it an unfair advantage. Okay, you know what? We're just going to show you should have said no. What other songs do I have on here? I have Cruise on both, so we'll just show you with that one. This is a really great song, Cruise by Florida. Sorry about that. The camera on this Nexus is in the weirdest spot. Sorry, I love singing. I mean, I hope y'all like my videos. I mean, I want y'all to give me y'all's honest opinion. I don't want y'all to just be like, oh, he's horrible. I want y'all to tell me exactly what I could do better, that kind of stuff. I mean, oh, I passed Florida Georgia line, didn't I? There's the J's. There they are. I'll show you the note first.
Baby, you a song, you make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise.
Yeah, that was the Notes, and here's the Nexus. You're gonna hear a difference because the Note was streaming. The Note's streaming while the Nexus has it downloaded, so.
Baby, you a song, you make me wanna roll my windows
I don't know if y'all can hear that, but there's some fuzziness. Yeah, so there's some fuzziness. Let me show you the camera because this is a deal breaker for a lot of people. By the way, TouchWiz was delayed the update again. They were supposed to update to Android 4.2 today. No, the new TouchWiz that's on the S4 is having difficulties with the Note and S3. So you can see it takes pretty decent low light pictures. I mean, I'm not necessarily in low light, but yeah. Okay. Well, the features on this camera, basic features, except this is Samsung, so it has single shot, best photo, best face, face detection, panorama, share shot, HDR, beauty photo share, buddy photo share, beauty, smile shot, and low light. So then it has video camera, front facing camera, flash. It doesn't have all that many effects. It has some of these, and this one, pretty much what it does is it takes out the green and things. So you can see my tree, how the tree looks. There it is. And it will only keep the green. Let's see. My Nexus really needs to focus. So you can see my yard, my tree, and some other trees, but the rest of it's gray. I mean, yeah. Okay. Well, that's one of the major deal breakers. I mean, it supports Flash. It supports Flash. I mean, it's not supposed to, according to Google and Adobe, but it does. It comes with a lot of bloatware on Verizon, a lot of Amazon bloatware. I mean, get the unlocked version. I mean, not a big deal. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I want you to post your honest your honest opinion down below in the comments. Down here, that area below me. I'll post a link in the description to my website. I want y'all to check that out. I made it myself, so I want y'all to check it out. This video should be, if you're watching this video, it is probably the same day that I recorded it, actually. I don't know what else to say. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, all the usual stuff. Tomorrow, I would like to tell you, tomorrow's Thursday, I'm starting a music video, so for the next few days, I probably won't make a phone review over the Nexus 7. I forgot to turn the LED light test off. You can't really see it. There it is. I forgot to turn it off. Anyway, I probably won't do the Nexus 7 review or the Galaxy Nexus review until Saturday, I believe. Maybe Friday. Just depending on if I finish. Depends on what I'm doing, talking to Samsung, HTC, those kind of people. Yeah, so like, subscribe, check out the rest of my videos, Technology Highland. I just finished clearing out a lot of my videos that just were completely random, off-topic videos. So I did lose a lot of my views that way. But it's kind of like a fresh start. I mean, you gotta start somewhere. So, like, subscribe, and check out my other videos. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys!